The Play Africa Children's Museum has reopened after a 2-year hiatus due to COVID-19. Based at the Constitution Hill in Johannesburg, the exhibit offers interactive activities for children between the ages of 3 and 10. These include imagination playgrounds, children's courtrooms, African storytelling spaces, and much more. Let's find out what more you can expect when it comes to the space for your little ones. We're joined by Play Africa's Operations Manager, Futhi Mbongwe. Futhi, thank you very much for availing yourself this afternoon. So what satisfied you that you decided you can come back this year?
Thank you for having me, Dudu, and good day to your viewers. So due to the regulations easing up and more of the people open to congregating once more, we thought it was a perfect opportunity to allow for more in-person programming at Cornhill. That's what really encouraged us to reopen to the space. But more than anything, the families and the children that we serve had been really looking forward to this cause for some time. They were looking for spaces to go to, given, as you may understand, the challenge that came with COVID, that children couldn't really go to public spaces or even be able to gather and really have like playful, child-friendly experiences. So that's what was the main motivation behind it.
Sure. And the interactive exhibits focus on 3 areas. Let's start with the STEM exhibit. What kind of activities can the little ones look forward to?
The STEM umbrella, so it consists of exhibits which at the core of them we really try to encourage children to get the skills of critical thinking, problem solving. So all of the activities as well as the exhibits are child-led. So we have amongst that umbrella we have like Riga Magic, which is like an engineering-based exhibit where children can also just develop some fine motor skills. Beyond that, we've got really one of our popular exhibits called imagination playgrounds, like big blue blocks that are like made of foam, where children can really imagine and build, as the name says, anything they can come up with. They're obviously guided and supported by a trained team of our play and learning facilitators. We also really can customize for school groups or even families who are coming with groups of children who maybe want a more STEM-focused visit versus just a more generic one. We can even customize and add more STEM-related exhibits under that umbrella.
Sure. What about the active citizenship exhibit?
The active citizenship exhibits are just like a perfect combination, given that we base at Constitution Hill, which is really at its core, it's about human rights. We're really looking for ways we can really involve children in the conversations about democracy, the Constitution. One of the ways we do that, we offer a wonderful program called My Constitution, which really exposes children to the principles of democracy through a playful election process. We have even voting booths. There's even a children's courtroom where children can take up different roles in a courtroom set up, and then they come up with a scenario, a case, just like it would happen in a constitutional court or any other court. But in this way, it's more child-led and really playful and friendly. So that's what would really comprise of the active citizenship exhibit most of the time. Yeah.
And for little readers, you have the creative arts exhibit activities.
So creative arts, because as part of why Play Africa was established, we're looking for ways to really prepare the children for a future where they could be problem solvers and also think creatively. But also, given that we are in South Africa representing Africa as well, we want to really encourage creative arts. One of the powerful programs, which was also key during COVID, because we're able to take it online, is African storytelling. So now we have been able to offer it on site in person with our wonderful team that can do storytelling and activities with children. In addition to that, we've got like amazing programs in that umbrella, like Ingwadiotando. As the name says, for the viewers who may not understand this Zulu, it refers to love letters. But in this context, it's just teaching children come up with some amazing ideas and craft, using craft to really create maybe a love letter or just a message of kindness or encouraging ways to someone they care deeply about, or just sharing with someone who may be going through a lot. It's also a nice exercise for children to creatively express themselves when they're in the space, because children's voices are always at the core of what we offer in our space.
Let's deal with the admin. What do parents need to know? What's the damage? What are the times? Do you need to book?
So to make the bookings, given that we're working on a booking basis, unlike pre-COVID when you could literally come to the space from Monday to Friday, we currently open 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have 3 slots each of those days. We've got a morning, mid-morning, and an afternoon slot. In the morning, we've got the 9:30 slot, so it takes about an hour and 30 minutes until 10:30. We also have 11:30 slot that ends up at about 1 o'clock, and then the afternoons when children have knocked off from school and families have more time to come to the space, we also have an afternoon slot from 2 to 3:30 in the afternoon. And you need to either go to our website, playafrica.org.za. You can make your booking or inquiry there, or you could also alternatively send an email to info@playafrica.org.za. So it's playafrica.org.za. That's how you can really reach out to us for the bookings and how you can book your slot and all of that.
You do have a note for parents, though, because this is not an opportunity for them to leave the children here and take a break for an hour or two because you don't provide child-minding services.
Yes, that's a critical thing because the work we do, we want to really contribute to child development, but we know that children really spend most of their time with their teachers, with their parents. So we're also trying to really model one of the ways and maybe an idea that parents or teachers can find ways to engage their children, but also understand how they can best contribute to their development. So we try by all means to involve the parents and caregivers or teachers who come with their children. So it's really important for us. But besides that, we big on parental support because we know that just on our own as Play Africa, we can only do so much impact. We always want to see ways or find ways to really scale what we do and share it with the parents and the teachers. So for us, we want it to be also an amazing experience for them as well.
Futhi Mbongwe of Play Africa, he's the operations manager there. Thank you very much for all that detail.
Thank you so much for inviting me.